right, so moon is currently in Taurus. In 2 days, we are transitioning into the moon in Gemini, the new moon in Gemini. So that new moon energy often talks about closing out old cycles, entering new cycles, right? Gemini being the energy of unmasking things, so there are things coming to light. So let's see what kind of energy this is bringing about for you, what you can expect, and kind of what's on your mind, like, because I feel like if you have something on your mind, it's time to, get some answers for that. So, let's see. Andromedans, autonomy, free will, and manifestation. So, this is a lot, right? So, autonomy and free will is all about, like independence, right? Having the freedom to self govern, that kind of thing. Being able to manifest things according to your will, which means not manifesting against the will of another person, right? So, let's see. We're going to find out what your current energy is. This is like somebody who's really trying to get to the bottom of things. I'm seeing all these like spiritual symbols here with, like the wormhole, the black hole, all the things kind of, or is it a galaxy? Whatever, they look similar. But there's this energy of, like figuring out like getting to the bottom of like why things turn out the way that they do, right? Or really trying to understand some deeper things. So let's see. Alright, so we have the Emperor and the Fool. Aries energy for both. It's interesting. I've never had that happen. So the Emperor is divine masculine, right? This is your boss-ass energy. This is somebody with epic, like, leadership skills. Somebody who's, like, a mentor to others. Somebody who, it's the Cheshire Cat showing up on this. So if you think about the Cheshire, they can be a little bit elusive, like, showing up when they're needed, but not really being like hella like it's almost like being like pulled in so many directions that they can't like be ever present, kind of energy. With the Fool card showing up, we've got the Mad Hatter on this. This is, somebody who's about to take a leap of faith into the unknown. Somebody who is kind of starting out a new cycle at ground zero, right? Ground zero can oftentimes mean like hitting like a spiritual rock bottom as well, like to the point where you're like, if I don't do this, then that's worse than, not ever like taking a chance or like moving in a new direction or taking a new opportunity. We'll clarify and figure out more about that. Three of Pentacles in reverse. This could be in regards to like leaving a job and starting a new job. Or this could also talk about like leaving a home and starting a new home. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Swords, it looks like there was like drama. There could have been a little bit of greed in the mix. There was just feeling like there was no growth there, right? Or there was nothing good coming about of a situation. Um, with the lovers in reverse, Gemini energy. Which is interesting. The new moon will be in Gemini, but this is the energy of somebody like, you could be breaking up with somebody that you have a significant connection to. If this is about Gemini energy, then this could be like somebody who's not really feeling in their power, or somebody who's feeling a little bit like conflicted. And this could also talk about like indecision in regards to big decisions. So, um, yeah, Seven of Wands in reverse, like I'm really feeling like that job energy with the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Because with the Six of Wands in reverse, this is like, you could be leaving a job that you love because you didn't feel properly like acknowledged, or like you didn't feel appreciated, or like, with the Judgment here, it's like you had to make a judgment call, you had to make a decision in regards to that. With the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Death card showing up, Scorpio energy. Ace of Cups in reverse, it really talks about feeling like you didn't have time for yourself. You weren't able to fill your own cup. How the fuck could you invest more of yourself into this thing, when you were struggling to invest in your own self? With the Death card, Scorpio energy, this is like, yeah, especially with the Judgment card, there was like a sort of finality here where you're like, no, something is for sure over, for good, never gonna happen, done. I'm seeing Ten of Swords show up too, right? You could also feel a little like stabbed in the back or betrayed. But it's definitely like closing out a cycle or a doorway, and not reopening it. Like not going back. Now there's Ten of Wands there, right? It's like letting go of this emotional burden. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse is this energy of not being willing to settle for less, right? If you felt like you were not making enough money, right? For example, because Five of Pentacles talks about that, like feeling like you're putting on in all this work and not getting anything really out of it. Right, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it was like an inability to save money because all that you made had to go towards, very necessary things. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is like saying this is changing, right? The tide is turning. Things are going to start working out in your favor here, right? This is like something really positive is happening. Like anything negative you've experienced, you're about to experience the opposite of that. Yeah, Four of Swords is really indicating that it's time for self-care. It's time for you to invest in yourself a little bit. It's time to do what feels best for you at this time. Four of Wands in reverse. That's interesting. You have 444. And it really indicates like needing to create a new foundation for yourself, right? Needing to like kind of like sprout out some roots. With the Four of Wands in reverse, this could be the energy of moving away, right? Or this could also indicate like breaking a contract, right? Especially with the Judgment showing up. If there was like a divorce, or it could be a separation of like a job, right? Because there's also that energy of like, that. So we have the Moon with the Magician in reverse, which tells me that there's a level of disillusionment, right? It's like something coming to light, somebody seeing like a situation for what it is, And with the King of Swords, air energy, this is like saying, like, this is like the energy of cutting it off, right? Or being cold, being sharp, being like, I ain't doing no bullshit, right? Yeah, with the Seven of Swords, like, there was definitely a betrayal. There was definitely deceit with the Magician in reverse as well. And the Moon, it's like there's a lot of energy of feeling like misled or feeling um, like deceived in some way. With the Knight of Cups showing up, it's like I see a love offer coming through, whether this is you extending it or receiving it. So let's see. Let's talk about it. We have Four of Cups in reverse, which tells me that there's this energy of like whatever this offer being extended, it will be accepted. With the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Wands, it's like there's a fear that of like rejection or a fear of like something here. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse, it's like saying you're in the rebirth energy. Like you're no longer where you once were. You're no longer dealing with people from your past. And so, treat it as such. Like don't punish current connections for past connection situations. It's like treat it like you've never been in a connection before in your life. So, all right. Anything else before we close this out? Yeah, with the Five of Wands in reverse, there's this energy of you not really being a competitive person or not wanting to compete, not wanting to have conflict, not wanting to argue. It's very non-confrontational. With the Seven of Wands, I do see you like going in a new direction, though, taking up a new opportunity, especially with the Knight of Cups and the Four of Cups in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse tells me that somebody felt like something was moving very slowly or wasn't moving at all. With the King of Cups in reverse, this could have caused them to kind of like step back a little bit in a connection or kind of like be reluctant. With the Queen of Cups, though, I see like this energy of being like, no, wait, don't go, and with the King of Pentacles, this is the energy of like, focus. It's that Eight of Pentacles energy of like focusing on your hard work, your efforts, holding on to what's valuable to you, right? And coming out on top with the Ten of Pentacles. Also, there's like a lot of earth energy, which could talk about like grounding, like feeling very grounded or wanting to create stability for yourself, not wanting to do back and forth things, like kind of wanting to, pursue things more without inhibition. So let's talk about the King of Cups in reverse a little bit. Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is definitely that energy of letting something go. This could be work related, this could be love related, take it as it resonates, but like it requires you to like release something that was a burden, release something that was really hindering your growth, letting go of something that you once valued very much, to pursue something that is more in alignment with your ideals, and with your life. And it reminds me of that movie Fools Rush In, where Matthew whatever the fuck says, he looks Salma Hayek in the eyes and he's like, you're everything I never knew I always wanted, right? And I feel like it's kind of a similar situation here where you're kind of in this energy of like, I didn't even consider this option, because like you didn't consider or fathom this like window of opportunity or this connection or this job or whatever. You didn't foresee that. And so it's kind of like learning, that what you want you couldn't have predicted in the past because you'd never had anything like it before. I feel like I said that in a really roundabout way, but I feel like you caught it. And also you have 4444. There's, if we think about four is 4 ones, right? 1111, right? We could also see four as, strong foundations. So if you look at the base of a pyramid, it's a square, right? It looks, when you're looking at it, it looks like a fucking triangle. But if you really look at a pyramid, they've got 4 sides. So it's like a square that inverts to a point, and I'm really like kind of feeling this energy of you're building a really fucking strong foundation for yourself. You're really finding that stability, right? And I feel like, especially in this Taurus moon energy, like there's a lot of groundedness or a lot of stability, a lot of desire for that, right? And kind of no longer wanting to waste your time on like fruitless endeavors, you know? So let's pull some Kali cards. Kali Mahamaya. When a situation becomes unnecessarily complicated or confusing to your heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth. Ultimately, her revelation shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive or not right for you. This you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will catch you later.